December 30, 1916.
In the heart of wintry St. Petersburg, a dark and mysterious tale was about to unfold. A tale of power, mysticism, and murder. This is the story of Grigori Rasputin, a man whose life and death has become legendary. Some called him a healer.
Others, a fraud, a madman, even the Antichrist. But one thing's certain, Rasputin's influence and bizarre death shocked an empire on the brink of collapse.
Grigori Yefimovich Rasputin was born on January 21, 1869, in the small village of Pokrovskoye, Siberia. He was born into a peasant family, living a hard, simple life far from Russia's major cities. As a boy, Rasputin received little formal education and lived quietly for many years. Then, at age 28, something changed. He claimed to have experienced a religious awakening during a pilgrimage to a monastery. Leaving his wife and children behind, he became a wandering mystic, preaching, praying, and gaining a following. As his reputation grew, so did rumors about his behavior. Rasputin was accused of womanizing, drunkenness, and even performing occult rituals. Some claimed he was a member of a shadowy religious cult. Yet, despite the scandals, or perhaps because of them, he climbed the ranks of Russian high society.
By 1906, Rasputin had gained access to the imperial court of St. Petersburg. He became especially close to Tsarina Alexandra, wife of Tsar Nicholas II. Alexandra believed Rasputin possessed divine healing powers. Her son, Alexei, suffered from hemophilia, a life-threatening blood disorder.
Rasputin's prayers seemed to calm the boy's symptoms, possibly due to his calm demeanor or hypnotic influence.
Regardless of the reason, Alexandra was convinced.
Rasputin became the royal confidant, advising the family on both spiritual and political matters.
Over the next 10 years, Rasputin's power behind the scenes grew exponentially.
Many in Russia believed that a madman was pulling the strings of the empire. Not everyone was under Rasputin's spell. His growing influence made him deeply unpopular with nobles, politicians, and common citizens alike. One such person, Kyonya Gusieva, attempted to kill him in July 1914.
She stabbed Rasputin in the stomach in his hometown.
He barely survived. Gusieva, a devout follower of another monk, claimed Rasputin was the Antichrist. She was later declared insane and confined to a mental asylum. Meanwhile, World War I was going disastrously for Russia. The army was poorly led, ill-equipped, and morale was plummeting. Rasputin, seen as a corrupt influence on the Tsar and Tsarina, was blamed for Russia's failings.
The royal family's popularity plummeted. Amid fears that Rasputin was influencing key military and governmental decisions, a plot to kill him formed.
It was led by Prince Felix Yusupov and Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich, along with several political figures.
On the night of December 29, 1916, Rasputin was invited to Yusupov's palace for a private party.
Waiting for him were poisoned cakes and wine, laced with cyanide.
Rasputin ate the food and drank the wine, but nothing happened. Baffled, Yusupov panicked and shot Rasputin in the chest. Rasputin collapsed, seemingly dead. Yusupov left the room to inform the others. But when he returned, Rasputin rose up and attacked him. Rasputin staggered into the courtyard, trying to escape. He was shot 2 more times, once in the back and once in the head. Some accounts say he was beaten with a dumbbell. Finally, his body was bound and dumped into the Malaya Nevka River through a hole in the ice. Legend says he was still alive, crashing in the water, clinging to ice.
2 days later, on January 1, 1917, his body was discovered under the frozen river, 650 feet downstream. The official autopsy showed that Rasputin had been shot 3 times, including once in the forehead, which was the cause of death. No poison was found in his system. The bruises on his body were likely caused after death, during the dumping process.
Rasputin was buried on January 2, 1917, in a small church near the royal palace. The Tsarina was devastated and wanted Yusupov and Pavlovich executed.
But Tsar Nicholas II instead exiled Yusupov to his country estate and sent Pavlovich to Persia with the army.
Shortly after Rasputin's death, the Russian Revolution erupted. By March 1917, Tsar Nicholas II was forced to abdicate, ending over 300 years of Romanov rule. Rasputin's death had not saved the empire. If anything, it revealed just how fragile the monarchy had become. Today, Rasputin remains one of the most mysterious and controversial figures in Russian history. Was he a holy man, a fraud, or a scapegoat for a collapsing empire? The truth, like much of Rasputin's life, may never be fully known.